In this video, I'm going to be installing Harbor Freight's dual wheel tongue jack. Now, I've installed one of these on my landscape trailer. I basically did that because I keep it out back in the yard, and with the dual wheels, it's a little bit easier to move around on the grass. Now, my boat trailer, I've added a lot of weight to the front of the boat, adding a trolling motor, the anchor mate. I've extended the tongue. I'm going to add that to the boat trailer just because this is getting a little bit harder to move around. And I've noticed that this is starting to bow a little bit when I haven't raised all the way up. So hopefully this dual wheel tongue jack will take care of that issue. But follow along, we'll go step by step on how to replace this. Now, a lot of these tongue jacks are just bolted on with these U-bolts. We simply unscrew these and this is going to come right off. But before we remove this, you want to make sure it's hitched up to your vehicle or put a floor jack underneath your trailer. This needs to be off the ground. The trailers that I've installed this on, they've all used a 9/16 socket to remove the nuts. Once all those 4 nuts are removed, you can simply pull this straight off. There is a slight bit of assembly with this trailer jack. As you can see, the wheels aren't mounted, so we'll go ahead and get those mounted and get this trailer jack put on. Now, on the mounted wheels, you have these 2 metal sleeves that are going to go inside the wheel. One of those goes inside each wheel, and then the longest bolt in the kit is going to bolt it all together. As you can see, you have the sleeves inside each wheel. You have this long bolt going all the way through. And now we just need to put on the nut. I'm going to go ahead and tighten down this nut. You're going to use a 19mm socket. Now, before we go installing this, just make sure that the wheels rotate and nothing is binding before we put this on. Now you're going to swivel the jack so that you have the 4 mounting holes mounted this way. Now, I got a little bit lucky on this one that my U-bolts actually line up with the holes in this, so I'm going to reuse my original hardware. Now, if your original hardware doesn't work, you're going to be using the supplied hardware, which is 2 of these and 4 of these bolts. They're just going to go on this side like this, bolt through, and you're good to go. But if you get lucky and your U-bolts happen to line up like this one, we'll just go ahead and reinstall the original hardware. Now, before you completely tighten your bolts down, you're going to want to rotate your tongue jack and just make sure that it clears everything. This is just barely hitting my light here and here. So I'm going to put some shims in here. I have some small ones right now, and I'm just going to shim this out just a little bit, just so it clears it a little better. Once your jack is completely mounted, we can go ahead and mount the handle. Now, if you take a look, the handle's actually got some flats on it here on the side, and this is actually a little bit of a rectangle. So you just want to make sure that you push the bolt all the way through and install the jam nut that comes with it. To tighten this up, you'll need a 13mm wrench, and you're going to want to push with your finger through this side to push the bolt in so the bolt doesn't turn. And now crank the jack down, unhitch it from your vehicle, and roll it around and test it out. Congratulations on installing your own trailer jack. I've had one of these for about 2 years on my yard utility trailer, and it works perfect. Hopefully this one I've installed on the boat will last just as long and will work just as well. You'll easily notice a big difference in rolling your trailer around, especially if you have a small garage and you got to wiggle your trailer around just to get your boat fit in just right. This is going to come in real handy. They run about $30 to $40 at Harbor Freight. Sometimes you can catch them on sale. So I hope you guys found the video helpful and informational, and thanks for watching.